Many people file their returns on their own, or sometimes they get it filed by their chartered accountants. If you ask me, I'll say it is good to file your income tax returns on your own if you have a good knowledge of the overall process. We are going to discuss is for those people who are filing their returns on your own. Some points are there which you should keep in mind before filing your ITR returns in order to ensure a defect-free return. So we will begin with the same. The first and the foremost thing which you need to remember is proper selection of the ITR. So while filing an ITR, if you select an ITR form which is not appropriate in your case, you may miss the reporting entire or partial information to the income tax department. In such a case, the tax department may issue a notice for wrong or incomplete information. The second one is that some people don't disclose all the income in their ITR. Most of the taxpayers feel that they only have the salary income, but at times it may happen so that you might have some other income also which you have not disclosed to your employer, and hence he has deducted your TDS only on the salary part, and all the other income which has not been disclosed remains unattended, and hence you have to disclose that particular income into your ITR when you are filing on your own. Some people take wrong deductions. The weirdest mistake by the taxpayer is presuming that they can claim more deductions under Chapter 6A than the actual investment, as there is no mechanism to check the actual deductions. Avoid overposting or deductions only for the sake of few rupee of refund. So you really need to understand this thing, that just for the refund case, if you are posting or if you are showing higher deductions, this may really lead you into a big problem. Non-reporting of exempt income. Many of us think if income earned is exempt, then why should I report it? Exempted income like the PPF, LTCG from equities, maturity proceeds of insurance policies, these all are needed to be mentioned in the separate annexure of ITR. This will surely reduce the unnecessary income tax queries in the future. Misleading ads. Some of the taxpayers are victim of misleading ads like file your ITR in 5 minutes, file with ₹100 and etc. See, uploading of ITR is not the end of responsibilities. Actual work starts only after filing of ITR. So please don't be a victim of such misleading ads to save filing fees. Give your ITR filing work in the right hand with whom you can physically contact if required. The sixth point is failure to e-verify or send the ITR copy to the CPC Bangalore within 120 days. So basically, when your returns are getting filed, the acknowledgement copy is to be e-verified. If it is not e-verified within 120 days, then your return which is filed will not be considered as valid, or in fact, it won't be considered as if it is filed also. So it is better that you timely e-verify it, and now the government has really given a very simple process. You just have to e-verify it through the OTP which you receive from Aadhaar. Filing your ITR before checking the 26AS. This is the biggest mistake which everyone does. You have to go through your 26AS if there are any kind of deductions or any extra income which is shown there. You have to even consider it while you are filing your returns. If you are not checking your 26AS and the income which you have shown in your return, if it differs, then it is but obvious that you are going to get an intimation notice. So I guess these are the things which you actually need to understand when you are filing your returns on your own. If you still have any queries, you can just DM me. I'm always there.